At the time of Marco Polo's remarkable journey all the way from Venice to China, a huge swathe of Asia, including China, was ruled by the fearsome Mongol Empire. Its capital was Karakorum in modern-day Mongolia.
This is where Genghis Khan used to rule his entire empire. On the plains here would be hundreds and thousands of his nomadic warriors, and he'd set them out from this point to conquer the rest of the world. Although Westerners think of Genghis Khan as a barbaric warlord, Mongolians revere him as a hero. He united the nomadic tribes and built the largest empire the world has ever known. When Marco Polo came to Karakorum, he said it was one of the most amazing cities that he'd ever seen. It was full of temples, fountains, and grand palaces. Then the Manchurians came and razed the whole place to the ground. And these stones, the only thing left of the Genghis Khan era.
The Mongol Empire's greatest conquest was hugely civilized China. And in 1264, Genghis Khan's grandson, Kublai Khan, moved the Mongol capital from remote Karakorum to what is modern-day Beijing. But in 1368, Beijing was recaptured by the Chinese Ming dynasty, and the Mongols were chased back into Mongolia. To try to prevent them invading again, the Ming rebuilt the Great Wall of China. Stretching 4,500 miles through northern China, the Great Wall is one of the wonders of the world. Megan McCormick takes a look around.
The Great Wall was started over 2,000 years ago by China's first emperor, Emperor Qin.
The original Qin Wall, built mostly of compressed dirt and sticky rice, fell into disrepair after his defeat in 207 BC. It wasn't until the 14th century that the Ming dynasty started to build this brick Great Wall, taking 200 years to reach its full length. It is said they used enough bricks to encircle the Earth 5 times around the equator. With 10,000 towers on the wall and a minimum of 10 soldiers per tower, they needed a standing army of at least 100,000 just to defend all of it.
And this, the Forbidden City, was the heart of the ancient capital.
Completed in 1420, the Forbidden City was the fabled home to 24 of China's emperors. Covering an area of 2 square miles, it has over 9,000 rooms. The center of the empire, the Forbidden City is the architecture of power and intimidation, designed to inspire awe. Approaching the huge main Meridian Gate, you pass through an area once filled with imperial and military offices, still used by the military today. This gate reveals the impressive beginning to the inner city.
Everything here has meaning, and that meaning is meant to reinforce the idea that the emperor is the son of God and that the dynasty will rule forever. That is where the dragon throne is and where the emperor sat in all his splendor. 100,000 members of the imperial palace would be assembled here, and upon his arrival, an official would call out and they would drop to their knees, kowtowing 9 times to him.
When Marco Polo had returned to Europe, his astonishing account of what he'd seen in China helped to encourage subsequent European explorers to seek faster ways of reaching the vast riches of the East. One avid reader of Marco Polo's book, Christopher Columbus, had the novel idea of sailing west to get to the East, and in 1485, he approached the Portuguese king for funding.